Yo guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel Kenna's Legends, and today I'm going to be showcasing a new character in this game. Technically not a new character but a new variant of this character. It is none other than Gojo Satoru without his blindfold. Basically the sexy version of Satoru Gojo. I'm sorry for saying this, but yeah. If I'm being honest, after trying him for a couple of times, I think there are just a minor difference between the old and the new Gojo. Alright, I'm sorry, my internet got cut off for a sec. Again for the thousandth time. Alright, let's continue. So basically, what I'm meaning to say is that this Gojo, the new Gojo and the old Gojo, the only minor differences are the animation and the kit. That's probably it. But I think the kit is pretty similar. So the only difference is basically like the animation and stuff. Let's do this. I'll show you guys the animation. So if you guys have the old Gojo, then I should advise you guys to not summon on this banner 100%. Why? Because you can only use one variant of the character in the game. So if you have two Gojos, you can only use one of them in the team. You cannot put them both in the team. So you either chooses this Gojo or the old Gojo. But if you already have the old Gojo that is max stars or that is your favorite, then your only choice is to abandon that Gojo and start using this new Gojo. So you cannot use the old Gojo anymore in the team. That is the only shit about this releases. Yeah, this game I think this game needs to be fixed. I think having multiple characters of the same variant characters in the same team will be very great because like other games, if you remember correctly, like Dokkan Battle, it used to be impossible to put the same character in your team, especially with this, for example, like Goku with Goku on the same team, the same saga, for example, like the Science Saga Goku alongside another Science Saga Goku. You cannot do that in Dokkan Battle back in the days, but now you can do that. I think this game will follow Dokkan's step in the future. I hope that Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parado will allow people to use the same multiple character variants in the same team, because why would they release multiple variants of the same character that is not usable if you have that specific variant of the character that is released like way before that new character? You know what I mean, right? So there'll probably be like, for example, like there will be another Megumi Fushiguro where he summons Mahoraga in the future, but you already have like two other Megumis, or the Megumi before this, before the Mahoraga, because Jujutsu Kaisen just released a new Megumi like 1 month ago. It is the one where he first time uses his domain against a special grade, and if there's like a Mahoraga Megumi coming like in 2 months, then that Megumi, the domain expansion Megumi will be unusable, especially if you summon on the Megumi Mahoraga summon. So you get what I mean, right? So if there's like bunch of multiple characters variants that is going to be releasing the same time, then the old characters are going to be useless and abandoned. So far, the only useful characters in the game right now are Nobara, Yuta, Nanami, Panda, Toge, and Maki. I mean, not useful, I mean like totally can be used again in the future, because most of those characters don't have a multiple variants. But Yuji, Megumi, and Gojo, yeah, you can only choose one of them. Like for example, for the Itadori Yuji, you can only choose the new version of Itadori Yuji where he uses the red shirt, or you choose the old Yuji Itadori where he uses the Jujutsu uniform. You can only choose one of those. For Megumi, you can only choose the domain expansion Megumi or the old Megumi. For Gojo, you can only use the hollow purple Gojo or the normal Gojo with the red. I forgot the name. Red power stuff. Oops, I hit something. I'm sorry. I forgot the name. I think like I forgot. Jujutsu Hankin. Wait, that's blue. Jujutsu Hankin. Yeah, I forgot the name, I swear. But yeah, the old Gojo's animation is basically just him using the red balls, that power and stuff. But yeah. Alright, I'm sorry, I've been yapping for like 3 minutes, so let's continue the showcase. So basically, this Gojo, he has 3 skills. Basically the same as the old Gojo. The old Gojo also has the punch skills, the support skills, and the strong attack skills as well. But the only difference, the animation here, as you guys can see, I'll just... Alright. Yep, exactly. He just basically shreds the opponent into pieces. But the old Gojo, he just lifts up his hands and shoot at his opponent as if it was a shockwave and kill the opponent. I mean, yeah, that's basically what Gojo does in this game. He just do what he does and kill the opponent within turns. Unless the opponent is very strong, that Gojo left within 7 turns and your team is dead. Unless you have Yuta. And probably Yuji. Or Nobara, I guess. So yeah. This is the second animation. This is the one where he punches. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. I think the old one is just he punches the opponent from his upwards, while this version of Gojo, he punches the opponents from his downward. Like the position of his fist. Yeah, that's basically it. This is for the blue one. I mean the support one. You guys can see it right here. Yeah, I think he supports himself while he debuffs his enemies. But the old Gojo, he only buffs himself, if I remember correctly. And keep in mind that this Gojo and the old Gojo also is guarding every time. Like there's always a massive chance that he's guarding the attack. Now, this is what I've been wanting to see. Is this Gojo AoE or not? Is his ultimate AoE or not? We'll see now. And keep in mind that this Gojo is going to be fleeing also. It's not any different like compared to the other Gojo. This and the old Gojo, they are going to be living within 7 turns. So there's people theorizing about the new Gojo that comes out without the turns. But still, this Gojo still has the limitations of the turns, so that he will leave after 7 turns. Because if he don't leave, then he will be like legit the best character in the game. Like you don't even need to summon for other characters. You can just use trash SR characters in your team, but you can just use Satoru Gojo. Oh. Oh, my teacher texts me. Oh well. So let's do this. Ultimate attack. Oh, it's AoE. It's AoE. Holy shit. It's AoE. Let's see the animation. Yeah, it's AoE and it deals massive damage. And here's the windscreen. So far, pretty good. Top tier. Animation wise, 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Kid wise, 9 out of 10 because he leaves. And art wise, 10 out of 10. So far, this character is pretty worthy. If you don't like the old Gojo and you don't main him that much, then I advise you to 100% summon on this banner, because this banner is totally worth it. 100% worth it. Unless if you already main the old Gojo, or unless if you already have the old Gojo at max stars, because max dupes of the old Gojo is definitely better than no dupes of this Gojo. So if you already have like maybe 2 dupes of Gojo, then don't summon, because it's basically the same character, but the only difference is the minor differences in the kit and the major differences in the animation. So it's just the animation difference. Other than that, yeah, it's the same character. So if you want him, then you can go summon for him. I advise you to summon on him if you don't main the old Gojo. But if you main the old Gojo, then don't summon for this guy. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.